morning. Hello from the jungle. I'm in my bug net. I brought this bug net to protect me from bugs. Kind of a cloudy, cool morning. And I'm gonna get ready for the day. Also, you're probably wondering what this is, because it looks like one of those insect repellent bracelets, but it's actually just my hair tie that made its way up my arm at night. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you're excited to watch it and to get a little glimpse inside this lovely yoga retreat that I'm on right now. And also make sure you're subscribed to my channel by clicking on the little box right here. Let me put you down somewhere. Hello everyone. Please hold. Woo! All right. For those of you that are new here, my name is Lucie Fink and I'm a video producer and a lifestyle host from New York City. But this week I am in Nicaragua on a yoga retreat, so I wanted to take you along on a day of my life in this beautiful jungle and beach setting. I'm really sorry if you hear the ocean and it's very loud, but it is very loud. This video is sponsored by AccuView, which is the contact lens brand that I've been wearing since middle school, and I'm so excited to tell you about their AccuView Oasis with Transitions Light Intelligent Technology. I generally have really sensitive eyes, so being on a trip like this where it's very bright and sunny, and then the clouds come in and it's dark, and then we go outside in the bright sunshine, and then we go inside under the yoga shala, my eyes are constantly needing to adjust to the changing light conditions. But these contact lenses are not just for people who are in the jungle on a yoga retreat in the sun. They're also just for every day, everywhere. So I also wear them in New York City. They're great for cloudy days, sunny days, days in the jungle, days in the city, you name it. But how they work is these contact lenses use an innovative technology that causes them to transition from clear to dark to back to clear again while they're in your eyes, all in response to the changing light conditions around you. I'm gonna tell you how you can get a free trial pair a little bit later in the video, but for now, let's get started with my morning. Breakfast is very soon. Actually, pre-breakfast is very soon. So there are 4 vegan meals a day on this trip. First meal being a pre-breakfast, which is like granola and smoothies, and then after we do yoga, we get the actual vegan breakfast buffet, which includes a lot of stuff. Can't wait to show you. I've been loving it. So delicious. Let's go. It is a very wet scene out here. It must have been raining all night. I am on my way to go meet Marjolaine for some early morning coffee. There she is. So I was just gonna tell everyone how I met this lovely human. I think about 1.5 years ago, she sent me an email or even a DM on Instagram.
I think it was a DM followed by an email, followed by another DM.
And she offered me a free session of her services, which are lifestyle and mindfulness coaching. And I was like, cool, I could totally use that. For the past 1.5 years, every Friday morning at 9:00 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I sit down on my computer, and she's usually in Germany.
Yes.
And we FaceTime. Honestly, it's been crazy that I'm here now and I get to see her in the flesh.
Really human.
She's no longer a person on a screen with pixels that freezes and has bad Wi-Fi.
It's always your Wi-Fi. New York's Wi-Fi? No good.
But here we are. We met each other in person, and it was kind of like that show where people have a long-distance relationship on the internet, and then they meet in person, and it's amazing. And it was amazing.
It's true. It's coffee.
We'll see you for breakfast. Good morning. And this was the moment where I spilled coffee all over my yoga outfit, and I had to go back to my room to change before yoga. Our yoga classes had a different feel to them every day. Some days were faster and more intense, others were slower and more grounding. But either way, each yoga class finished off with a 30-minute meditation session. Breakfast every day was a full buffet of local ingredients and vegan pastries. We had a lot of rice and beans, or gallo pinto, with roasted vegetables, plantains, and exotic local fruits.
But Lucie, don't
what?
Don't neglect how precious it is. This is avocado. Gives us life.
It's a true avocado, everyone. Our daily workshops were focused on self-development and growth. We'd usually head to a quiet place on the property. On this day, we took a nature hike to the lookout point. Along the way, we were encouraged to connect with our senses and explore our curiosities. I touched a lot of leaves, closed my eyes and pet some trees, watched animals scurry by, and overall just felt my bare feet connecting to the earth while I heard the sounds of the jungle all around me. It was peaceful, serene, and meditative. A perfect way to prepare for the workshop. We arrived at the lookout point beneath a hut and could see the rest of the eco lodge in the distance. Marjolaine and her boyfriend George walked us through some mudras, led us in some stretching, and introduced the day's prompt. And then we had time to journal. I'm normally not the biggest journaler back in New York, but this trip really changed that for me.
Really chub it. No.
That it can like reverse with you, so be careful.
God.
She looks very confident, don't you see? Oh yeah.
Great.
Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, okay. I'll do. All right.
Well, I still got that.
Do you want to try that?
It was worth it.
You want to
Ooh!
And I think
Lo siento. Lunch was always a delicious dish featuring fresh and local fruits and vegetables. The produce on site is so delicious, and the chefs on the property have an amazing ability to pull out incredible flavors from really simple dishes. Lunch on this day was a minestrone soup loaded with beans and local vegetables, and of course, crunchy corn chips on the side. After lunch, we hopped in a van and took a ride to the Collado Reserve, a partnership between the Retreat Center, a charity organization on site, and the local communities. Their goal is to restore the forest and to plant 1 million trees in the next decade.
It's been 2 years that you stole my heart.
As part of the reforestation efforts, each member of the retreat got 2 baby trees, and we took a long hike through the mud and the greenery and went deep into the reserve to go plant them. Earlier in the day, we had each written out an intention for ourselves on a piece of paper. And then we planted that little slip of paper with our trees.
Glamorous.
That silly boy, let's explore the world. Not the one they've told us, the one we make up. Let's make some money, baby. Throw off all our clothes. Feel drunk, no alcohol. High on whatever.
The Collado Reserve is home to endangered and threatened species, and the reforestation will ultimately help the local river flow year-round, providing clean drinking water for the local villages.
Ask you twice. Dum, will you be my summer babe?
Our afternoon workshop put each person in the spotlight and helped them work through a personal problem or an insecurity. When it came to my turn, I opened up about my fear of the local bugs. And to help me get over that fear, Marjolaine suggested that I hold one. I was scared.
you could do it. You could do it. You could do it. Okay, just touch it in your hand. You need to look at it. Just look at it. It's okay.
Okay,
I'm putting my arm further away. Just breathe. It's happening. It's okay.
It likes you.
Oh my god, he's actually kind of cute. He's kind of like a dog. He's really cute.
Little puppy. After facing my fear, I realized that I didn't really have much of a reason to be fearful. The bugs were completely harmless. They were just big.
Yeah, we're proud of you.
Whoa, I think it peed on me.
After this workshop, we were called down to the beach because the sea turtles were hatching. An eco-defense and social justice organization called Vital Actions is stationed on the property, and they protect these turtle eggs from the moment they're buried in the sand to the moment they hatch. Once they hatch, the baby turtles head for the water. On their way down, the magnetite in their brains and nervous system cells is essentially magnetizing with the sand and the earth. This is important because sea turtles can swim around the entire world, but they always come back to the beach where they were born to lay their eggs. I followed up the sea turtle sighting with some private stretching on the beach. I practiced some handstands, and then went back upstairs to chill. You caught me, I couldn't resist. I cut open a second coconut while I looked out at the beautiful view. And as if I wasn't already blissed out enough, I signed up for a coffee scrub massage. The spa treatments on site are amazing, and this was exactly what my body needed. As the sun went down and the sky turned orange, we gathered for dinner. Coconut curry loaded with vegetables, cashews, and a side of quinoa. Each night we were joined by Nina, the one-eyed cat that was rescued by Vital Actions. We cut up some food for her and she sat with us while we ate. The dinner area was always where those giant bugs gathered. Looks like holding that bug in my hand didn't help me one bit. And dinner each night was followed by a yin yoga session. We'd all unwind, stretch, and here's a video from the previous night. Sometimes Marjolaine would come around and do some hands-on work. As if we weren't already lucky enough to see the baby sea turtles hatching during the daytime, we got extra lucky and saw an adult sea turtle headed up the beach to lay her eggs. The volunteers from Vital Actions told us that she was about 60 years old, and they even let me put on a glove and pet her shell gently. No! Time for bed. Every single day on this retreat has been so different. There was a schedule when we got here, but there have been unpredictable weather conditions, so every day we wake up and we really don't know what to expect. This is the second yoga retreat that I've ever been on. I went on one for a 5-day challenge a couple of years ago, and it was actually in Costa Rica, so not too far from here. Everyone here is getting so close. We're learning a lot about each other. I'm so excited to keep a lot of these people as friends once I get back home because a few of them are from New York, including my roommate. And it has been bright and sunny here, so these AccuView Oasis with transitions have come in major handy. I've now been wearing these contact lenses for a couple of months, and I'm noticing a major difference, especially when it comes to going from really bright and sunny conditions to really dark and shady conditions. And that's been happening a lot on this trip. We go straight from the yoga shala to emerging into the bright sunlight, then we go under, covering again for lunch, breakfast, and dinner. Why can't I speak in order? But no matter where I am, these contacts are always on and they're always working, so they help in all places. And I feel like I could just enjoy the world more without worrying so much about squinting all the time or shielding my eyes. So that's been great. If you click on the link in the description box below, you'll be taken to an online form where you can enter your name and email address, and you'll be sent a free trial pair certificate that you can take to your doctor so that you can try AcuView Oasis with transitions for yourself. If you wear contact lenses and you feel like you're bothered by light in response to changing light conditions, these might be for you, so definitely click on the link below and get that free trial pair. And now it's time for bed in the lovely bug net. I brought this thing from home and it's come in handy. And I just noticed there's a bug on the wall behind my bed. It's okay, just a moth.